Guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my Python 3 tutorial. So इस tutorial में हम पढ़ेंगे print function, error identifier, reserve words. So types of predefined functions provided by Python. Python has a very rich set of predefined functions and they are broadly categorized to be of two types. Number one is built-in functions. Number two in function defined in module. Built-in functions are those functions which are always available for use. For example, print is a built-in function which prints the given object to the standard output device. These are built-in functions like abs, all, any, ascii, bin, bool, breakpoint, byte array, bytes, compile, class, method, char. So they all are built-in functions. Function defined in modules. So a module in Python is a collection of functions and other Python elements which provide some extra functionalities as compared to built-in functions. We can assume it just like a header file of C, C++ language. Python has hundreds of built-in modules like math, sys, platform, etc., which prove to be very useful for a programmer. Function defined in module. For example, the module math contain a function called factorial, which can calculate and return the factorial of any number. But to use a module, we must first import it in our code using the syntax import name of the module. For example, import math. Then we can call any function of this module by prefixing it with the module name. For example, math factorial of 5. So import math factorial of 5 is 120. Import platform.system. There is Windows. How to remove new line from print? If we closely observe, we will see that the two messages are getting displayed on separate lines, even though we have not used any new line character. This is because the function print automatically appends a new line character after the message it is printing. How to remove new line from print? The word end is called keyword argument in Python and it is default value is \n. But we have changed it to empty string to tell Python not to produce any new line. Similarly, we can set it to \t to generate tab or \b to erase the previous character. This is the example of \t and \b. Types of errors. Just like any other programming language, Python has also two kinds of errors: syntax error and time error. Syntax error rules of a language, and when we break these rules, the error which occurs is called syntax error. Example of syntax errors are misspelled keywords, incorrect use of an operator, omitting parentheses in a function call, unterminated strings, and many other problems like this. Runtime error exception. As the name says, runtime errors are errors which occur while the program is running. As soon as Python interpreter encounters them, it halts the execution of the program and displays a message about the probable cause of the problem. They usually occurs when interpreters counters an operation that is impossible to carry out, and one such operation is dividing a number by 0. Since dividing a number by 0 is undefined, so when the interpreter encounters this operation, it raises zero division error as follows. What is an identifier? Identifier is the name given to the entities like class, functions, variables, modules, and any other object in Python. Rules for identifiers. Identifiers can be a combination of letters in lowercase a to z or uppercase a to z or digits 0 to 9 or underscore. No special character except underscore is allowed in the name of a variable. It must compulsory begin with an underscore or a letter and not with a digit. Although after the first letter we can have as many digits as we want. So LA is invalid while AL or underscore A or underscore 1 is a valid name for an identifier. This is not LA, this is 1A. Identifier are case sensitive, so pi and pi are two different identifiers. Rules for identifier. And keywords cannot be used as identifier. Identifier can be of any length. Rules for reserved words. What is reserved words? A words in a programming language which has a fixed meaning and cannot be redefined by the programmer or used as identifier. How many reserved words are there in Python? Python contains 36 reserved words or keywords. The list is mentioned on the next slide. We can get this list by using help in the Python shell. These 36 keywords are false, true, non, def, del, import, return, and, or, not, if, else, elif, for, while, break, continue, is, as, in, global, non-local, yield, try, accept, finally, raise, lambda, with, assert, class, from, pass, async, await, pack, parser. So these all are 36 keywords. Some important observations: except false, true, and none, all the other keywords are in lowercase. We don't have else if in Python, rather it is elif. There are no switch and do while statement in Python. So thank